Hello students and welcome to the lecture. So students, as we know that we are covering the financial system and basically we are covering the Indian stock market, right? These are the index. Basically you can say these were the topics we had scheduled for the discussion in this particular series of the Indian stock market. Okay. And these were the topics basically which we had scheduled for it. So far, we had completed the introduction and now we were discussing on the National Stock Exchange. And the remaining topics are the Bombay Stock Exchange, market participants, regulatory framework, trade mechanism, price discovery, clearing and settlement, market instruments, and the economic rules conclusions. Okay, so these were the basic topics left with. Okay, so in this lecture, we are going to discuss with the National Stock Exchange the remaining topics of it, and then we will proceed further as usual. So market regulation we had seen, just because the National Stock Exchange basically means the stock exchange. It is basically the marketplace where the shares are being sold and bought. All right. That's why the Securities and the Exchange Board of India having the jurisdiction and the regulatory framework control over the NSE. Right now, what we have the market indexes. Okay. So what do you mean by them? Let's see. The National Stock Exchange calculates and publishes various market indexes including the Nifty 50, Nifty Bank, Nifty IT, and others. These industries serve as the barometer of the Indian stock market, reflecting the performance of different sectors and segments of the economy. Got it? So basically, if we talk about the Nifty 50, Nifty Bank, and Nifty IT separately, okay. So first, we should understand that how many companies are being registered under the NSE, or you can say listed under the NSE. Okay, because as I had told you, stock exchange basically comprises the platform for buying and selling of the shares of which companies? Those companies which have registered, or you can say listed themselves with this particular stock market. Okay, so NSE basically comprise nearly about 2203 companies. It's a estimated figure, but the figure is exactly like this. These were the total number of companies listed in the NSE, which means that these companies which have listed themselves, their shares, their bonds, okay, securities, and derivatives are available in the market, or you can say available in the NSE. All right. So basically, if we talk about the indexes, like we have seen, Nifty 50. Okay. Thereafter, we have seen Nifty Bank. Okay. And then we had seen Nifty IT. Okay. So basically, if we talk about them one by one, so let's first start with the Nifty 50. Okay, so here 50 words signifies the number of companies. Okay, many a times what I have seen with the students, like many times they claim that Nifty 50 means the 50 companies, and that's why the NSE comprised of the 50 companies only, which is the half truth, and you can say which is the wrong statement also. Okay, Nifty 50, yes, it is reflects the number of companies, but not the number of companies listed with the NSE or total number of companies. It's basically, you can say, 50 largest companies which are registered, or you can say listed with the National Stock Exchange. These are the 50 largest companies. Okay, so remember, Nifty 50 is the index which shows the growth of these 50 largest companies which have been listed with the NSE. Got it? Total number of companies are 2,203, nearly about it. 2000 is a fixed figure. This figure might be changed, all right? But Nifty 50 comprise 50 companies out of these total companies, which having the largest shares in the NSE market. Got it? Thereafter, when we talk about the Nifty Bank, then Nifty Bank is basically reflects the growth of the banking companies or banking sector. Like the organization or the corporations which have listed themselves with the Nifty, but they belong to the banking field, their growth and their performance will be reflected in the Nifty Bank Index. Okay. Thereafter, when we talk about the third one, which we call as in Nifty IT, then Nifty IT is basically reflects the information technology. Okay, the companies which belong to the IT field, all right, the performance and you can say the growth of these countries will be reflected in the Nifty IT. All right, so you can say it's basically a segmentation of Nifty. Okay, it's basically a segmentation of Nifty which is divided into the three parts: Nifty 50, Nifty Bank and Nifty IT. And basically this is done to show that which sector is actually growing or which sector having the, you can say, a recession. For example, you can say, suppose Nifty was at 100. Okay, so first is Nifty 50, second is Nifty Bank, third is Nifty IT. Okay, three you can say indexes are there. All right, in the first case, this having the value of, you can say, 75%, this having the value of 25%, this having the value of 5%, or you can change it 50%, 25, 25 respectively. For example only, this is the value poses. All right, after some time the value become 200. Okay, but in this index this become 25, this become you can say 160. All right, so this become 15. All right, and when you sum up them, then it means 160 plus 15, 175, 175 plus 25 will be 200. When you sum up them, the value will be this one. Okay, so if the person, or you can say me and you, is just only looking at the value, we will see, okay, Nifty was 100, now the Nifty become 200. It means that Nifty is going, entire economy is going or growing. No, because if you see the real picture on ground, it was 50 become 25, it was 25 become 160, it was 25 become 15. It means that two sectors are in the decline while the one is in the boom. All right, so that's why to see the actual picture or to reflect the actual picture, Nifty having its segmentation. Okay, Nifty 50, Nifty Bank and the Nifty IT respectively. Got it? So I hope now you have got the reason behind the segmentation. The indexes serve as a barometer of the Indian stock market, reflecting the performance of the different sectors and segments of the economy. Okay. Thereafter, if we talk about the market development, the NSE plays a key role in the development of the Indian capital market, introduces new products and services to meet the evolving needs of investors and the issuers. These NSE has also been instrumental in promoting transparency and efficiency in the stock market. Okay, basically you can say it's having the global reach, it's having the various segmented indexes and all. So that's why it's playing a role for the Indian capital market development. It introduces the new products and the services to meet the evolving needs of the investors and issuers. Okay, and it is instrumental in promoting the transparency and efficiency in the Indian stock market also. Alright, so here we have finished the National Stock Exchange. Now we have the Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, so remember, when we talk about the stock market, okay, so in India, generally we have two major stock markets. First is National Stock Market. Thereafter, second one is Bombay Stock Market. Okay, so there are two major stock markets. We had finished the first one, means the National Stock Exchange. Now it's a time to talk about the Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, so let's go. Introduction. Bombay Stock Exchange is one of the oldest and the most prominent stock exchanges in India. All right. So basically, if we talk about the Bombay Stock Exchange, all right. So now I'm giving you the task. You are required now required to guess the year in which the Bombay Stock Exchange was established. Okay, now you're required to guess the year in which the Bombay Stock Exchange was established. So which year it could be? I'm giving you 10 seconds to think, then I will tell you the answer. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time's up. So Bombay Stock Exchange was basically established in the year of 1875. Yes. Now you could see that the National Stock Exchange was established in 1992, became functional in 1994. Alright. Whereas the Bombay Stock Exchange was actually established in 1875. Okay, so now you could see that it's having old age, or you can say very, very old age than the National Stock Exchange. Okay, the next question is, who was the founder? Who was the founder of the Bombay Stock Exchange? Now, many a times, just because after seeing the year, we oftenly conclude that some Britishers, or you can say the British government establishment or whatsoever, will be the founder of the Bombay Stock Exchange, which is again the half truth, not the full truth. Why? Because if we talk about the founder of the Bombay Stock Exchange, the founder was Premchand Roychand. Got it? Who was the founder? Premchand Roychand. And he was what was his profession? He was an Indian cotton merchant. Okay. So Bombay Stock Exchange was founded in 1875 by the Premchand Roychand, who was a Indian cotton merchant. And there is a very interesting story behind the foundation of the Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, and this story basically started with the year of 1850. Okay, that was the year of 1850 when the 5 stockbrokers, okay, they were gathered under the banyan tree at Mumbai Central Hall. Okay, so you can see the formation of the Bombay Stock Exchange was actually, you can say, began in the year of 1850, when the 5 stockbrokers, they met and gathered under the banyan tree at Mumbai Central Hall. Got it? That was the time period. There they met and they decided to operate the stock exchange as an committee, but they do not having any place there. All right, so you can say it's a tree. They generally came and they generally met up, and they generally you can say buying and selling of the stock performed. But after the decade, you can say that was the year of 1860. Okay, when brokers moved to the another banyan tree under junctions of Meadow Street. Okay, so after 1850, some other brokers also moved to the new area where is the junctions of the Meadow Street. So there were some banyan trees under them. They usually set up. All right, but none of them having their own place. All right, and that's why that was the year of 1875. That was the year of 1875 when the Premchand Roy Chand basically founded the Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, and at which place it was founded? At Dalal Street, Mumbai. Okay, and even in various you can say web series in Mumbai, web series on Mumbai and movies on Mumbai, you had seen Dalal Street, right? Which basically signifies the brokers. All right. So even today, the Bombay Stock Exchange is lies at that place, at Dalal Street, Mumbai, which is also known as Wall Street of Mumbai, on the lines of the New York, USA. Got it? That was the clear cut picture. Got it? Now, let's see one thing here also. And what was that? Basically, if we talk about the Bombay Stock Exchange, then it is the oldest stock exchange in Bombay. Okay, and tenth oldest in the world. Okay, oldest stock exchange in the Bombay and 10th oldest in the world. All right. Second thing, when basically it was established. So what was its original name? When it was established, what was the original name of the Bombay Stock Exchange? So the original name was Native Share and Stock Brokers Association. Stockbroker Association. All right. Native Share and Stockbroker Association, also known as Bombay Stock Exchange. Got it? This is the picture. Bombay Stock Exchange, established in 1875 by the Indian cotton merchant. Name was Premchand Roy Chand. And thereafter, the foundation was laid down first in the 1850 when the 5 stockbrokers under the banyan tree met and operated in front of the Mumbai Central Hall. Thereafter, the decades, they found the new area at the Meadow Street, but still now they didn't have any place they call their own. Alright, so it was the year of 1875 when the Bombay Stock Exchange was founded by Premchand Roy Chand at Dalal Street, Mumbai. That's why it is also known as Dalal Street sometimes. And it was oftenly in the nickname called as the Wall Street of Mumbai. All right, and it is an all-day stock exchange in Asia, not Bombay, in Asia. Okay, and 10th oldest in the world. Got it? And its original name was Native Share and Stockbroker Association, or you can say Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, so this is the preliminary information regarding the Bombay Stock Exchange or the BSE. All right, now if we talk about the technology, the BSE utilizes the BSE online trading system, also known as Bolt, for seamless trading. Bolt is sophisticated electronic trading platform that provides real-time trading capabilities for equities, derivatives, and other financial instruments. It offers features such as order matching, trade confirmation, and market data dissemination. Okay, like the technology using by the NSE, named as National Electronic Automated Technology. Neat. Okay. Similarly, the Bombay Stock Exchange having its own technology known as the BOLT. Full form is BSE Online Trading System. Okay. So now you have got the two questions derived from these paragraphs. First, that what technology used by the NSE and what's the full form. What technology used by the BSE and what is the full form. Okay. Thereafter, if we talk about the history and legacy, already we had discussed, but now we have to just review it. BSE has a rich history and the legacy dating back to the 1875 when it was established as a Native Share and Stock Brokers Association. As we had just seen, it is Asia's first stock exchange and has played a crucial role in the development of the Indian capital market. Obviously, it is very obviously why? Because it was the first one to be established. Okay, so till 1875 to 1994. Why I'm not writing 1992? Because as I had told you, in the 1992 it was established, but it became functional after the 1994. Alright, so if you just look at this picture, what you will find that during this time period, the entire functioning of the stock market, entire growth, and you can say innovation, everything of the stock market would be carried out by only one organization, which we call as a Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, so that's why it's having the very crucial role in the development of the Indian capital market. With over 5,000 listed companies, the BSE has the highest number of listed companies in the world, showcasing its significance in the global financial landscape. All right, so please remember that the NSE was having 2,203 companies. Approximately, as I have told you, this figure could be changed, but this figure is permanent. Similarly, the BSE having 5,000 companies listed. Okay, again, this figure could be changed, but the 5,000 is a fixed figure. All right, so now you could say that with more than 5,000 listed companies, the BSE is the highest number of listed companies in the world. Okay, remember, I'm not saying that it's the, you can say, largest stock exchange. Okay, let me write down here. Largest stock exchange by value. Please keep this thing in mind. It is not the largest stock exchange by value. Okay, it is the largest stock exchange by listed companies numbers. Okay, world's largest stock exchange by the value is which stock exchange? Nasdaq. Okay, also known as New York Stock Exchange. Okay, it is the world's largest stock exchange by the value. All right, but world's largest stock exchange by the number of listed companies was our Bombay Stock Exchange. Got it? That's the difference. All right, now if we talk about the value, like how the stock exchange value is determined. How you could say that this is the particular value of the stock exchange and all. Basically, it is tried by the total value of listed companies. Like the companies which have been listed in the stock market, how much value they carried. On the basis of this total value of listed companies, the value of stock market determined. For example, you can say, suppose this is stock 1, this is stock market 2. Okay, these are the two ones. If we talk about the first one, suppose it's having 3 company or 4 company, it's also having 4 company. Okay, 100, 200, 100, 50. Okay, all I just finish it. 200, 400, 500. Sum up all these things. 300, 400. Total amount is 450. Sum up all them, 1100. Okay. So if you go by the volume, then the stock 2 is the largest one. But if you go by the number of the companies listed, so the stock 1 is the largest one. Alright, that's how the companies listed with the stock market determines their strength and their volume also. Okay, so this is the picture I have drawn for you. Thereafter, if we talk about the market segments, BSE trades in various market segments like the equities, derivatives, and the commodities. Also has a platform for trading in equities of small and medium enterprises (SME), known as the BSE SME platform. Like the Nifty having the separate platform for the Nifty 50, Nifty IT, Nifty Bank. Similar things happen with the Bombay Stock Exchange also. They having the separate platform for the SME called as small and medium enterprises. All right. This platform provides SMEs with access to the capital and helps them raise funds for growth and expansion. As we had discussed, that any company or organization which you can say registering itself with the stock exchange is basically registering for raise the capital, right? So does the SMEs also. Okay. So students, basically in this lecture, we had seen several facts and figures regarding the Bombay Stock Exchange, starting with the history and other things. In the next lecture, we will continue from here. Till then, just revise all the facts and figures we had discussed in this lecture. Be ready for the another lecture. With this note, let's end this lecture, and what we say thank you.